If you are watching this video, it's because you missed this particular question, and so we need to make sure that you understand what you did wrong and how to fix it. So let's first look at how we would do this. Now both of these equations, y equals negative 5x minus 24 and y equals 2x plus 18, both of these equations happen to both be solved for y. So I'm going to take one of the equations, since it's already solved for y, and I'm going to replace the other y with that actual equation. So that now my new equation is going to say negative 5x minus 24, because I replaced this entire thing with that, is going to be equal to a 2x plus 18. So I'm just setting them both equal to each other because they're both equal to y. So now here's my negative 5x, here's my 2x. They are on different sides of the equal sign, so I cannot just combine them. I have to use my inverse operations to move. So I'm going to move my 2x and bring it over here with my negative 5x. The inverse of a 2x is a negative 2x. So now I have a negative 5x minus 2x. And if you don't know your inverse, your integer rules, you should just put negative 5 minus 2, and it's going to tell you negative 7x. Then I'm going to bring down my minus 24, and that's going to be equal to, those are going to cross, 18. So now as I work this, I've got a simple two-step equation. Here's my x. I've got to move my negative 24. So to do that, I'm going to add 24 to both sides. Those are going to cancel, and I get negative 7x is now equal to 18 plus 24 to, carry my 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 42. Now I'm left with having to inverse my negative 7, so I'm going to divide by the inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by negative 7, and x is equal to, a positive divided by a negative is a negative 6. So x is equal to negative 6. Now remember that we're looking for the solution point that if I were to graph these, they would cross. So I'm going to take my x equals negative 6, and I need to figure out what y is. And it doesn't really matter which of these two equations you pick because they're both already solved for y. But you want to pick the one that would be easy to solve for y. So I'm going to take my x equals negative 6, and I'm going to replace it right here where that x is. Now if I wanted to, I could replace it up here, and that's okay too. But I'm going to replace it right here. So I am going to replace it with y equals, instead of 2x, I'm going to do 2 times negative 6 plus 18. So y is going to equal 2 times negative 6 is negative 12 plus 18. Negative 12 plus 18 gives me y is equal to a 6. So now I've got x is equal to negative 6. I got y is equal to 6. And remember, my answer has to be written as an ordered pair, x comma y. So my solution, my one solution, because I was able to find my point, my one solution is negative 6 comma 6. And what that means is that both of these lines are equal at the point negative 6, 6. So that is how you work that problem. Hopefully you can see where you went wrong. You can correct your mistake, and this will be the last video that you have to watch.